Sci-fi weapons frequently make today's weapons of mass destruction look weak in comparison. The level of destruction necessary to shock the consciences of technologically advanced cultures is more akin to planet-destroying weapons than city-slaying nukes. If you haven't already, then make sure to subscribe to our channel and hit that bell icon to never miss an update. The Death Star from Star Wars is the most well-known example of such a weapon. In Episode 4, the moon-sized battle station fires a super laser that obliterates the planet Alderaan. However, theoretically speaking, there are multiple ways to destroy a planet, such as using antimatter or black hole bombs to wreak havoc. Despite the relatively simple physics underlying world eradication, technological solutions to this problem are still very far from being realized. Sidney Perkowitz, a physicist at Emory University in Atlanta, Georgia, said that there is no conceptual reason why you couldn't use some of these methods to destroy a very large object. But engineering a way to do it is the difficult part. When ready, fire. While using a laser to blow up a planet might seem appealing to evil would-be galactic emperors, it is not very practical. At least by the standards of today, the energy needed for the laser would be truly astounding. Back-of-the-envelope calculations by Perkowitz and other researchers reveal precisely how much. It would take roughly 2 to 1032 joules to atomize the planet Earth and shatter it into a million pieces. FYI, a joule is a measure of energy that is roughly equal to the effort required to lift an apple 3 feet. According to Perkowitz, that's the energy you would need to pour into Earth to break every atomic bond and defeat gravity. The 500 terawatt monster at the National Ignition Facility at Lawrence Livermore National Laboratory in California is currently the most potent laser in use. Just a few tens of billionths of a second of collective laser firing can set a record of about 2 megajoules. So let's imagine that the 500 terawatt laser from NIF were installed on an orbiting facility and directed at Earth. Consider as well that the energy of the beam would diffuse rather than burning a tiny hole through the planet. Perkowitz estimated that in this scenario it would take roughly 12 billion years of continuous firing to completely destroy our home world. Nuclear apocalypse. Perhaps less extreme weapons, like a massive nuclear bomb or a number of them, could vaporize an entire planet. A robust 1 megaton nuclear bomb, like the modern B-83 that the United States is in possession of, produces between 4 and 1015 joules. You would need several quadrillion of these bombs to completely destroy Earth, even though surface life would almost entirely disappear before the planet itself shattered. The Russian-made Tsar Bomba, also known as the largest nuclear bomb ever to explode, had a destructive force of 50 megatons. That still amounts to nothing when it comes to shaking the entire world, an anti-Earth mine. As a result, using lasers or nuclear energy won't be as effective as using antimatter, at least from the standpoint of mass. Normal matter and antimatter collide and disintegrate into pure energy. In ferocious, high-energy phenomena like cosmic ray impacts to the upper atmosphere, and even in storm clouds, nature creates minute particles of antimatter. It is possible to create and store antimatter in laboratories for longer than 10 minutes, but doing so is very expensive. Antimatter is, however, a scarce substance overall. To destroy Earth, it would take about 1 trillion tons, or the mass of a 6-mile-wide asteroid that would obliterate dinosaurs. Perkowitz stated that from the perspective of creating antimatter synthetically, all that had been accomplished was a few nanograms. And as far as we know, the universe doesn't contain any antimatter particles. It seems very unlikely that an antimatter bomb could be made to be deployed. In the 2009 Star Trek reboot, a black hole created using a fantastic substance called red matter swallows up the planet Vulcan, as an example of how creating a sufficiently large black hole could destroy Earth. However, Perkowitz is not persuaded by any of the viability arguments there. According to him, the most extreme form of speculation that at least has some foundation is matter-antimatter. To be clear, a global society can collapse without planetary vaporization. Many less drastic methods, like a nuclear winter brought on by a thermonuclear war, could make a large portion of a planet's surface temporarily uninhabitable for intelligent life. Technology exists today to cause massive death and destruction. Perkowitz expressed hope that humanity would refrain from creating additional technological terrors like the Tsar Bomba in the future. There is a slight ethical predicament surrounding why we would want to engage in such behavior, he added. Comment down your thoughts. If you found the video informative and entertaining, then don't forget to like and share it with your friends. Thanks for watching.